See, this is because my phone's heavy, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We have made it to 100 subscribers. I am doing this live stream as a celebration. I was gonna say special, but no, we are doing this live stream as a celebration to the achievement we last night at exactly almost, well, not exactly, like at almost like at around like 9:30 or 9:39, we made it to 100 subs. And I just want to thank everyone who stuck with me throughout the entire journey on on this platform, because to tell you the truth, I really think, because a lot of people thought I wouldn't do it, but here I am doing this live stream, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, so I don't know what else to say. I mean, all I got to say now is, I mean, for the people who thought I weren't gonna get 100 subs, they could, in the great words of The Rock, they could roll it all up into a ball and they could stick it right up their candy asses. But not to get too cocky here, on a more serious note, recently, some issues have been coming up, like, by the way, this is Gorilla Snot, not Lubricant, shut up. So a lot of issues have been coming up lately, first of all, financially. I'm not saying I'm poor. I'm saying, I'm jobless. I'm currently working with my father, and the pay's good. $100, and a 40 or $20 or $40 bonus if I worked as hard as I did. Anyways, but yeah, also, I've been getting into like these programs that help people find jobs and such. There was a job fair that went on today, but I had to miss it because I had work with my father. First of all, if you guys live in the Hudson Valley and Orange County or Port Jervis area of things, check out Cantos Painting. There should be a website on there, but I think my father is still paying for it, or he just gave up paying for it. But anyways, if you guys are able, then please check out Cantos Painting, and we promise we will not let you down. I mean, there's this dude that our dad, was saying, well, dinner's ready, and I'm probably gonna go do that. So just hang out or whatever, and I'll be back. God damn. I knew this would happen. Here we go. Now we're picking things up, putting them back where they're supposed to be. Sorry if I was gone for 20 minutes. Sorry, I was eating I was eating dinner. See, the thing about this tripod is it's fucking broken, dude. Alright, that should keep it held up for a little bit. Anyways, like I was saying before, we've reached a bit of a milestone. Not a big milestone, but still, still a milestone. But anyways, like I was saying, pretty big milestone for me because, being on this platform since September of last year, I gotta say, it's quite an honor, and just being a small content creator in general, it's pretty big. I don't know what else to say, really. Other than the fact that a lot of people told me I couldn't do it. Reality is I proved them wrong. I proved them all wrong. I got 100 subs. I don't want to brag about it, but I'm bragging because there was this one person in particular, who, actually this is to all the people out there who think, that killing humanity is the key to peace. Like, dude, if it wasn't for humanity, your ass wouldn't be here, right? And that's what I hate about some people, like certain people. Like, they're always saying, like, kill the human race, everyone should get their balls and shit tied. Like, dude, I mean, by the way, I'm quoting my ex-girlfriend. This is what she said, right? And I tell her, if it wasn't for humanity, your punk ass wouldn't be here. And the reason why I say punk ass, as I don't mean it like punk rock. I mean it like, dude, you're a bitch, and I think you should shut your mouth. But seriously, in all seriousness, anyways, you know what? Glasses are coming off, because at this point, this is not even just a celebration. This is a bit of a rant. So, not to get too deep into this, but recently, I don't know how recent, but pretty recent, actually. So my ex-girlfriend has been texting and harassing my new girlfriend, right? And by the way, if you've met her, you would have fell in love with her just like I did. But that's not the point. The point is, if she texts my girlfriend, my current girlfriend, one more time, I'm literally done playing games. I'm calling the police, and she's gonna get tried as an adult for harassment. But anyways, she's over on TikTok and shit, so, and she's really annoying and very hard to reason with, and that's why I broke up with her, because she was so fucking controversial about everything, and she wants to do what she wants to do instead of, shutting your damn mouth and get realistic. She says she's realistic, but if you talk to her long enough, you'd realize she's not realistic at all. And she constantly accuses people of being a fucking hypocrite and everything. I mean, I think I'm being a bit of a hypocrite, but I'm being a hypocrite for a good fucking reason. Because if you would have met this woman, you would have understand the reason why I hate her so much, right? And trust me, I have lots of reasons to hate her, right? Like, listen, I don't have that many reasons to hate people, but this person in particular pisses me the hell off. And honestly, her ideals are full of shit. To just say it bluntly, her ideals are full of shit, and I think that, you know, you shouldn't be saying anything, right? You should shut your fucking mouth and choose your next words wisely, right? Because if you're going around, and I tried telling her, right? Like, this was before, right? I tried telling her, you go around spewing that fucking nonsense, you're gonna end up being the crazy person, right? And to make this a bit funnier, she went back, she was in a mental hospital for like, I don't know, like 3 years, maybe 3 months. I don't exactly remember what she told me, but she was there for 3 months, right? Surrounded by fucking kids and violence, right? And and that's probably where she got her violent tendencies from, because she was in an environment surrounded fully by violence. And she said it herself, she can't beat the fuck out of anyone for the life of them. I realize I'm cursing too much, so I'm just gonna keep this sweet and short. I mean, I could go on and on about how bad this woman is, and that I think anyone who follows her is stupid and it just wants to hear whatever they want to fucking hear. You know, to keep this, to just wrap this up, I think she's a dumb bitch who shouldn't even be allowed on the internet, right? Like, she should be sent to live with Amish people where they would discipline the fuck out of her and everything, you know? And she could try as hard as she wants. It's like we're gonna make it like a fucking maximum security prison for her in the Amish farms, right? So, anyways, let's get back to the main reason why I'm live streaming. The main reason, ladies and gentlemen, is the 100 subs that I mentioned before. It is quite an honor, really. I mean, I know I haven't made it to the 1,000 mark yet, but that's the goal, ladies and gentlemen. 1,000 now. And I always, I always try to keep a high head, keep my head up high, and always, have faith in the YouTube community. But again, I am honored by the thousands and thousands of people, actually the hundreds of people who subscribe to me. I am so grateful, very grateful, like grateful to the point it's not even funny. Yeah. I honestly got nothing else to say other than the fact, no, not other than the fact, but I don't know what to say. I'm just grateful. I'm also at the same time mad at the situation that I told you guys about earlier, but like I said, she does that again. She's getting blocked, and we're contacting the authorities. And I bet and she got arrested before, let me mind you, she got arrested before, and the police who show up at her house, right, they're gonna knock on the door, and she answers, and they're gonna be like, haven't we put you in cuffs before? Oh yeah, you're that psychotic bitch that had to get strapped down by a table and you intentionally almost poked someone's eye out. Yeah, you're going away for harassment. But yeah, I'm just grateful for the hundreds of fans that I have. I mean, yeah. Anyways, so we're getting on to the emotional stuff and everything. You know, I'm mad and everything about the situation. Like, it pisses me off, right? Like, you couldn't just ignore the fuck. You couldn't just ignore it. No, instead you had to fucking contact my current girlfriend and spewing all this bullshit about, right? Like, you just had to open your fucking mouth and say something. Reality is, you should have kept your fucking mouth shut. Anyways, so 100 subs, that's great. But I also want to talk about a friend of mine who recently passed away. She was amazing. I space out like a zombie every time I think about it. Like, every time I think about it in such a... I just miss her so much, man. Because I knew this neighbor of mine back in Monroe. I'm live streaming from my father's house because I had work today, like I said. And that's also another reason why I'm pissed off. It's just hard to talk about because I knew this lady in my apartment over at my mother's house for, I don't know, I knew her since I was like 4, right? And probably at that time she was probably in her 80s or something like that, or her 70s or whatever. Like, all I know was that she was still able to drive. And I saw, it happened when I was, you know, I was coming home from therapy, and I see her son in the window, right? And, I thought, and I was decompressing after therapy because, for some of you, and for the one guy watching, right, therapy is a tough thing, right? Especially when you're decompressing from it. Anyways, that's not the point. I was feeling all good. I had a decent day. I get into the house, right, and her son comes out, right, opens the door and everything, talks to us, right, and he's like, so I have some news. Mom passed away. It was like this morning. I was in shock because, first of all, I knew this neighbor. Second of all, she was honestly like a second grandma to me. And it's just sad to think about. I space out like a freaking zombie every time, I think about it. So I'm sitting there. I'm in shock. I'm sad. I'm sadder than a motherfucker. And tears are running down my face and everything, like, and I'm sweating like crazy because I was overwhelmed by emotions and shit. And I look at my mom and I'm like, I can't believe she's dead. And I hug my mom and everything, and I say it again, I can't believe she's dead. Or that she died. And by the way, this is not, I'm not related to this woman. Like I said before, she was a family friend. You know, we knew her in the apartments since I was like up to my knees, or like up to my thigh, half my thigh almost. I don't know. Point is, she was amazing. She was just great. She lived really good. She was just really amazing to hang out with and such. And I don't know, man. I don't know. So my mom's getting an update on when the funeral is gonna be. I'm gonna go, because I'm gonna, whatever day it's on, I'm gonna cancel everything and I'm gonna go to that funeral, because I really loved this woman, because it, you know, even though, you know, she was like in her 90s or whatever, you know, I still, like, we still loved her, dude. Like, whenever it was hot out, she would let me come into her apartment, and she would ask me, would you like some water and everything. She would ask me, would you like some water? And I would say, yeah, sure. She would give me like one of these like little bottles of water almost. And it still saddens me. It makes me really, really sad. Like I said, I spaced out like a zombie because of it. Now, I know this is not the most traumatic thing I've experienced. The most traumatic thing I experienced was going to Four Winds because of an anger issue I had, but that's not important. I think I already got out my anger talking about my ex-girlfriend, and I'm gonna say this again. She's so fucking annoying, dude. So annoying. And the people who follow her are fucking annoying too. Alright? They are just as annoying as those Oliver Tree fans who are messaging LARP to you, which I think is stupid. So anyways, back to the topic. She was amazing. I couldn't have imagined a better friend. Honestly. She was just so cool. You know, it's funny, you know, I'd show her my comic books and everything, and she's like, oh, really? Like, she was actually curious. You know, she just sat there and listened to me. And I gotta say, freshman year, I was kind of fucking strange, but she didn't care, because she knew me since I was a little kid. And, you know, I gotta say, man, she was so amazing. She's just one of those people that welcome you into their home, you know. She was like the sweet old lady that you knew in the neighborhood. They'd give you like warm cookies and milk and such. And she actually did give me cookies at some point, I think. So, but you know, all I gotta say is I miss you. It's gonna be weird, you know, not having you in our apartment, because, you know, honestly, there's no one that could replace you. There will be never a attendant to replace you, because you were the sweetest, most kindest lady that I knew, that my mother knew, that my brothers knew, that my father knew in our entire lives. And I hope that, you know, she's in a better place. I'm just hoping she's in a better place now, with my dog and her husband and everything. It just saddens me. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. And I don't know what to say. Because, you know, I mean, I haven't live streamed that much. I mean, I don't have the professional setup. All I have is my phone and a shitty tripod, but figured I'd get that out real quick because I just can't believe she's gone. Let's see if it sounds good still on a higher fret. Sounds okay. Sounds okay. It sounds okay. It just sounds okay. I don't know what I was trying to do. That sounded stupid. I might be doing another stream in a few hours, probably at like, I don't know, 9 or... I'd say 10 because that usually sounds like the time most people would live stream. But then again, I mean, it's Eastern time, I don't know. It's not Easter time, it's Eastern. Not Easter, not with the bunny rabbit, not with the bunny rabbit and the holiday. Anyways, let's see if I can figure out something without using this. We're gonna have to get a guitar pick out for this. Because I think I might be cooking something here. purple pick because it's my girlfriend's favorite color. All right. Fuck, dude. How did that once fucking Slipknot thing go again? because I'm not in standard tuning, because as you can see, this guitar has like a weird thing, like it's the peg snapped on this thing. So now I gotta use a pair of pliers to tune it. And I don't want to tune it because honestly, like, who wants to tune a guitar that, you know, you can't get a fucking grip on it? So, I mean, that's why I don't tune it. That's why I don't tune it. It's official. Made it to an hour. One guy came and passed, but that's okay. I'll start live streaming again at 10. It's not a big deal. Wait, I'm probably gonna have to be talking to my girlfriend at 10, but no matter. Anyways, word of advice: if you see this one fat bitch on TikTok, don't follow her because she's bad news and most likely to get your ass in trouble for shit that you didn't even do. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm signing off now, and I'm gonna call my mom because I fucking miss her. And yeah, and until next time, guys. Until next time, because hopefully people show up.